Hello friends, my name is David, and we are here with Week 8 of the UBC. We are up against Moxie Infernape and the Baltimore Braviaries. He is taking over for Tom and the San Jose Sharpedos. Tom had to drop out, and Blake took over. We played Blake in the MPL, so now we get to play him in the UBC. More friends! Yay! Let me go over his team real quick. He has a Megalopony, Latios, Galvantula, Volcarona, Miltank, Excadrill, Togekiss, Decidueye, Incineroar, Rampardos, Marshtomp, and Slowbro. Cool. Biggest threats are obviously the Volcarona. I completely just lose to that. Scarf Togekiss is very annoying for my team. Some type of Calm Mind Latias would be very frustrating. Webs would be kind of annoying. Drill, Lopunny, all that general annoying things. Slowbro too, to an extent. It's very hard for my team to kill without Xurkitree or Gren. But regardless, jumping right into what we brought, we have a SD 3 attacks Garchomp. Just basic stuff. Stone Edge, Earthquake, Crunch. Rocks Necrozma for the first time ever. Power Gem, Psyshock, Rocks, Morning Sun, kind of physically bulky, enough speed for Adamant Incineroar, I believe. Up next is Specs Greninja with Pulse, Surf, T-Spikes, U-Turn. Classic David Scolipede, Buginium Z, Poison Jab, Baton Pass, Protect, because not bringing this set has brought me nothing but losses. So I'm just going to keep bringing this set. We have Silvally Bird with Air Slash, Parting Shot, Flamethrower, T-Bolt. Modest, enough bulk for things, enough speed for Jolly Incineroar, I think. And a bunch of other stuff. It might be for like... No, I think it's just Jolly Incineroar. I don't quite remember what else it would be for. Possibly Miltank. I know it outspeeds no speed Miltank, but yeah, that's that. And then last but not least, Scarf Xurkitree, just general Scarf Xurkitree. The plan is to speed pass into either Silvally or Garchomp and sort of take it from there. Necro had Calm Mind at one point instead of Morning Sun, but I decided I wanted Morning Sun. Aside from that, everything's pretty standard. If I can get T-Spikes up, that would be great. As we can see on his side though, he has his Megalop, which I'm expecting to be 4 attacks, maybe Quick Attack, potentially Encore. We have a Decidueye, possibly Scarf, most likely Fizdef to sort of handle Garchomp as best as he could, or to handle like a physical Silvally. Togekiss, which I'm expecting very bulky, even though offensive does a lot of work. Last time Blake had a Togekiss that worked very well offensively, he brought it defensive. Drill, as his only rocker, I'm expecting Spadef. I'm expecting Spadef with Spin. Slowbro, Calm Mind, possibly, or like some sort of bulky set. Colbur Berry most likely, and then Galv, I'm expecting possibly Scarfed or Sashed with Webs. If he's not Webs, then he's potentially Scarf or Specs. And that's that. Let's jump right into it. I forget what I lead with. It is the Specs Greninja. Now, I bank on him not being Scarf Decidueye, and I just U-turn. As he decides to U-turn right back, as I bring in my Scolipede. In comes the Lop. I'm just going to Protect to see if he has Fake Out, as he just hard returns, and that makes me think he doesn't have Fake Out. Or maybe he's like some other set. So I'm just going to Baton Pass my 1 speed into my Necrozma. I'm a bulky Necrozma, so like, I don't really care. It does 37, which tells me that I believe he's Adamant, which is good to know. I set up my rocks. Now, I know I can't really touch this thing, and here is a tough play. Blake's wild, and I'm semi-expecting him to have Signal Beam to hit my Necro and my Greninja. 2 really good answers to Slowbro on my team. So I'm just gonna So not sure if he wants to go for Toxic, or go for Calm Mind, or just Hard Scald, or Signal Beam. Those are kind of the plays I'm expecting, because those are the plays that would do really well against me, because I have no other real switch-ins aside from like real reliable switch-ins aside from Gren and Necro. I'm expecting one of those plays, so I hard into my Xurkitree, I believe, to sort of force out his drill, as he just hard Psychics, and I'm like, wait, what? Psychic hit actually nothing, and my normal switch-in would be either to stay in and Toxic this, or to go hard Greninja, because I know it can't touch my, because I know normal Slowbros can't really touch my Gren, and I don't care if it gets parried. But Blake makes some sort of godly read and Psychics on my incoming Xurkitree. I know that the drill is coming because it's probably Spadef, and I could just hard into my Greninja, I believe, as a double. Also expecting him not to go for Signal Beam that turn. And hello, Car Alarm. In comes the drill like I expected. I'm just gonna Hard Surf. Hard Surf just does a lot, and I end up critting him, which puts him in range for a second Surf. And I love Car Alarms. The crit ended up making that Surf a 2-hit KO, which is really unfortunate. But you know, that's Pokemon. It really does suck. But in comes the Galv. I'm just gonna move on. In comes the Galv, and Galv coming in tells me, well, this is Scarfed, and I'm half expecting him to just hard Volt Switch. So I forget if I go. I think I just hard Xurkitree as a mid-ground play, expecting Volt Switch, but willing to sack it off to a Bug Buzz if that's the case. As he does in fact just go hard Bug Buzz, and it murders my Xurkitree, because Xurkitree is an awful Pokemon. In comes Scolipede. I know I can live a Bug Buzz, and I go for a Mega Horn here, and I miss. So Mega Horn plus Buginium Z Mega Horn would 2-hit KO a Spadef Drill. I ran the calcs, and I was a little upset that that missed, but it kind of makes up for the crit, I guess. He said this was Citrus Berry after the game. Sorry to spoil it, but I'm not sure if if the first Mega Horn would even bring it down to Citrus range. So we'll see. So I get the speed boost, and I'm like, well, I could Baton Pass now. I believe I just Baton Pass. Yeah, I just hard Baton Pass. I go into my Garchomp, and I forget if I SD. No, because Stone Edge killed from there. It 100% killed the Togekiss from there. So I just go for a hard Stone Edge to sort of scout damage, and I miss, and that's wonderful. It would have been really good damage on the Slowbro. I could have just SD'd in its face, because I didn't expect it to carry. Oh, here I go into Gren, and this time he Toxics. And I'm like, well, that's cool. I went into Gren expecting like Scald or Ice Beam, because I couldn't kill it in 2 hits, even if I was +2. Or sorry, I couldn't kill it in 2 turns, even if I double crunched or SD'd and then crunched. So I just hard into Greninja expecting the Ice Beam or something, as he goes for a Toxic instead of, I don't know what he was really predicting, because I debated going to Scolipede that time. But here we are. So I Dark Pulse, the Colbur Berry pops, and he does 57, telling me it's max Fizdef, no Spadef whatsoever, which is kind of surprising. And I flinch him, and that's really, really unfortunate. So in comes the Togekiss. I debated doubling out here, but I was like, I don't really care, because if the Togekiss is offensive, then Dark Pulse has a chance to just kill it, or to 2-hit KO it. And I hit it, does 22%. I believe it's max HP now. Probably not Spadef, but in comes Cell Valley Bird. I don't know what it wants to go for. He doesn't really have a play, so I'm just gonna Parting Shot and see what he wants to go for. I just go hard into my Necro, Air Slash, ta-da. Here, is an interesting turn, I should say. I'm kind of expecting the drill to come in, but Blake's been playing so weird and randomly staying in on things that he probably shouldn't, and like making really weird reads that I just gave up on trying to predict anything. And this turn I just go for a power gem, I believe, as he does in fact go into drill this time. Does a very clean 8%, revealing that, like I expected, he is special, or what's it called, or SPDF. I go for a Morning Sun, expecting him to rocks. I have a feeling that spin is coming this turn, so I'm just gonna hard chomp. He does in fact spin, and here I have a very tough choice. Expecting either the Togekiss or the Bro to come in, I'm just gonna SD, as he stays in and just Earthquakes me. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna Earthquake, because it made no sense for me to Earthquake. I could have Stone Edged. I should have Stone Edged predicting the Togekiss, but Blake playing as he did, I was like, he's just gonna stay in anyway, and I'm gonna click Earthquake, and Blake's gonna stay in and lose his drill here, and that's exactly what happens. In comes the Lop. I know that I can go into my Necro. It still lives 2 hits, as he does reveal to actually have Fake Out, which is really surprising. I don't know why he didn't go for it last time. I guess not wanting to take rough skin damage. I get my rocks back up. No real issue in that. I'm just going to hard Gren this time, because he's revealed Psychic, he's revealed Toxic, and yeah, as now he Signal Beams. And I'm like, well, this is wonderful. This means he has no recovery, or he's Scaldless. So I can just go into my Zerk, into my Scolipede. As you see, I pop my Z move, which is a little annoying. I Z Mega Horned because normal Mega Horn had 0 chance of killing, and with how Blake was playing, I wouldn't be surprised if he just stayed in and Psychicked my Scolipede. I couldn't risk that. Scolipede was really important to me. So I decided to Z Mega Horn because I figured even if Togekiss comes in, Poison Jab would kill it. So Savage Spin Out does 21, whatever. Speed Boost, and I go for the Poison Jab. He has a Kebia Berry, and I min roll, but he misses the Air Slash, so good on me. I'm very skilled at Pokemon. I dodged the Air Slash. I guess that kind of makes up for his 2 misses, sort of. I believe I lived. I might not have. Hello, Car. I Protect here on his obvious Fake Out, because I didn't feel like taking it. And in comes the Baton Pass onto Necro, now that I'm at +2 speed. Or +3 speed. He crits me, which is really, really annoying, because now I can't live a second one. Yeah, so I couldn't just like Psyshock or Power Gem or whatever here. So I just Morning Sun, just heal back up, and I hard into my Silvally Flying as he Ice Beams. Now, Blake's wild. This is Psychic, Signal Beam, Ice Beam, Toxic, Fizz-Def, Slowbro. I don't have words for this, so I'm just gonna T-Bolt. As I get the pair, that doesn't matter because he still manages to Psychic. I don't know why he didn't Ice Beam again, but whatever. And here I just get to go for an Air Slash as he decides to sack off his Lopunny for some reason. I apparently min-rolled him, so he thought he would live an Air Slash. So in comes the Galv. He Bug Buzzes and kills my Silvally. I get to go into my Necrozma because I know I live a Bug Buzz from here. And I'm just going to Power Gem. Power Gem goes, does 24%. And here I'm just going to Power Gem again, hoping that he gets parried. I know he doesn't have any healing, and I know that Scolipede wins if it's last Mon Galvantula, because I could just Protect and go for Poison Jab. So I'm just Power Gemming to sort of whittle this thing down and prevent the Gal from hard switching in, as he goes for a Toxic here. And I'm not sure why he went for Toxic instead of Signal Beam, but I don't know. So I go for Power Gem and it kills the Bro, and in comes the Galvantula. I know it can't kill me because I'm at 69 and max is 64, but he kills me. And this has me thinking, is this specs? Is this like bug plate? I'm not sure. This is very scary. I'm not... Did he just bluff me with the Gren? Why did that do so much? And so I protect just in case. If he was sub Galv, then like I clicked X. So I just poison jab, and it turns out he was Swarm Galvantula, not Compound Eyes. So that's why that did so much. But yeah, that's my game against Blake. Very fun, a little hacksy, and by a little I mean a lot from like both ends. Mostly my end though, like in terms of me receiving hacks and being rewarded for being a bad player. We win 2-0, and we bounce back from the 4-game losing streak we have. Cool. So I will catch you guys next week with more UBC stuff. I don't remember who we play. I think we play Keegan. So look forward to that. Peace.